Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in on the Central YouTube channel as we continue Lyman Love Week here on the Central YouTube channel. And I'm joined today by left tackle. He's a senior, Colten Dunn. Colten, thank you for taking time out of your day to join us on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no problem. It's a pleasure to be here.
Enjoy having you on here, Colten. I got a lot of questions for you. We got to figure out what the key to your success is. On Friday night against Holman, I could see right from the beginning, I even mentioned on the broadcast that you guys were getting a huge push right from the start all the way to the end of that game. What was the big key for you guys to be so successful against Holman?
I feel like for us, it's really communication. I mean, because like on the O line, the D line can shift and move, and if you don't communicate, then people are getting untouched, unblocked. So I think that we communicate really well on the O line.
Absolutely, and obviously the communication was up to speed on Friday because the rushing attack was working against Holman, and that was obviously a huge key for you guys to get the victory. 4-3 overall, 4-1, sitting atop of the MVC conference. As Colten gets a big smile on his face hearing that. How do we continue the success that we're having? We know we have Sparta coming up here on Friday. What do we know about Sparta, and what's the line going to have to do in order to create those running lanes for your skill players?
I feel like that in practice this week, like we can't like let it down because like Logan's next week and trying to get ready for that. I think we just need to go hard, 100% every practice.
So a little bit of a trap game for you coming off the big Holman, first place on the line.
Yeah. You don't want to get relaxed after that big game. You still want to go in and, hit them hard.
And I'm sure Coach Olson doesn't want you even thinking about Logan yet. Got work to do on Friday night.
Yeah.
So, Colten, I want to know a little bit more about you. So you're a senior. What are we thinking for next year? What are your plans?
Next year is probably go to college somewhere around Wisconsin. Maybe business degree. I'm not sure yet. Probably generals, and then just take it from there. Yeah.
You got time to figure that out. Nothing wrong with that. Thinking of playing at the next level, or is this going to be it for your football career?
I'm thinking of I might. I'm kind of more just trying to focus on school and work and stuff like that right now. But so I'm trying to not take it for granted right now this season.
So what you're saying is if there's a coach out there that's interested in getting a lineman, you wouldn't necessarily say no if it was the right situation.
I wouldn't say no. Yeah, I'd consider it.
Awesome. Good word to get out there for all college coaches that might be interested. This line has been as good of an offensive line, a cohesive unit, as we've seen here at Central for a long, long time. Of course, Colten Dunn, you're a big part of that. Mm-hmm. How long have you been playing offensive line? When did you first, let's start with when did you first start playing football? And then when did you start playing offensive line?
I started playing football all the way, I think it was around first grade, flag football. And then, I really started liking it around third grade when tackle football came out. And I've been on O-line and D-line since like third grade all the way up till now. So, yeah,
so
I really
what's so great? Awesome. What's so great about playing the offensive line? We sit here on the broadcast and we're talking about Jude Alvarado and Christian Rudrud and Gavin Shepard and all these guys, very rarely mentioning the offensive line. You don't get a lot of credit up there. Why do you love playing the offensive line so much? What makes it so great?
I feel like it's a needed role. Someone needs to do it, and I'm more than happy to do it. I'm not the type of guy who needs all the glory to keep on playing at my best. I just do my job.
What an answer, and I'm sure Coach Olson loves hearing that from one of his offensive linemen, is that's what you need, is somebody who's willing to do the dirty work in the trenches. I will tell you, Colten, that I have a middle school kid who's going to be an offensive lineman, and while most people may not be watching you guys, he's focused intently on your technique and what you guys are doing, and I'm so happy that he's able to watch you guys do it at such a high level and kind of teach him what offensive line play is supposed to look like. Colten, I want to thank you for joining us today on the Central YouTube channel. I want to ask one more question as part of our Lyman Love Week. Let's say that on Friday night, the ball squirts loose. You end up picking it up in the end zone for a touchdown. What's the end zone celebration look like if that dream scenario came true?
I don't know. It'd probably just be something on the spot that I'd have to do. I don't know.
No gritty, nothing like that. We're not going to be grittying to the sideline.
Maybe.
I will certainly be rooting for that and hoping for that. I would love to see Colten Dunn grittying along the sidelines after scoring a touchdown. It might happen. You never know. fans, I want to thank you for tuning in and remind you that we have volleyball tonight as the Toma Timberwolves come into town, and we have that matchup. Remember, last time these two teams met up, it was Toma getting a 3-0 win, kind of a little bit of an upset. You can bet the volleyball team is aware of that and ready to avenge that early season loss. And then on Thursday, we have a double broadcast as Joel will be headed up to Holman. He'll cover the volleyball game versus the Holman Vikings, and I'm heading to Sparta as we have boys soccer, part of their round robin tournament, and they are facing the Spartans. We'll have that game for you live, so you'll get to choose. You could have two screens up and be watching two Central YouTube broadcasts if you wanted to. And then, of course, Friday night, the football game. That is at UWL. Watch Colten Dunn and that offensive line get back to work in the trenches. They've been dominating this year. You don't want to miss it. I know I'll be talking about Christian and I'll be talking about Derek Pangier and all those guys, but take some time to watch what they're doing up front because it's special and it's as good as we've had here at Central in a long, long time. So take some time to appreciate and enjoy the work they're doing. Want to thank you for tuning in. Have a good day.